Hi everyone, we are back with another reading, and we're gonna do this is my series called Higher Talk, and it's gonna be me channeling the collective's higher selves for what they have to say, what advice. It's gonna be an intimate conversation between us four, really. So it's gonna be me, you, the viewer, your higher self, and my higher self. So it's a foursome conversation, channeling of answers, of love and peace, truth, clarity, for your sake and for everyone's sake. All right. So for today, our question we're going to be asking your higher self is going to be advice for your personal / spiritual growth. And as you can see, we have 4 piles here. We have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. So guys, take a moment and relax, meditate, connect with your own higher self, who is your true self, and feel whichever pile you feel drawn to. And then go down to the description box and click the link, the timestamp, and enjoy your reading. All right, guys? I'll see you soon. Hi, my pile 1. You guys have chosen, which I believe is the Sunstone. If you guys can see that, which is about the energy of the sun, which is joy, vitality. It has masculine energy inside. When I hold it, it's very warm. So those keywords could resonate with your higher self and onto you, because you are your higher self at your true essence. All right, so there you go. And I'm going to lay your cards out. All right, guys, so let's begin. So, what advice does Group 1's higher self have for them pertaining to their own personal or spiritual growth? All right, so let's go and ask. And our first card is card 27, which is fertility. And the frequency of fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So, my viewers, your higher self is letting you know that before you were born, you agreed. You agreed in a pre-life agreement that you're going to express just how divine you are. And so when you're born, your higher self, which is you, implanted a part of itself, its lovely, beautiful, divine self, into you. And it is a seed of your true spiritual essence, right? And it's open, it's courageous, it's creative, it's joyful. These are just some of the words that can describe how indescribable you really are at your core essence. Just as we see here at the essence, there's just so many colors coming from this card, and it all originates from the center. You guys probably have to work on your throat or heart chakra, because we have predominantly blues and greens in this card, and your higher self wants to let you know is to work on, I guess, your expression, to talk more, talk from your heart, express what you feel, and to really be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful, okay? Because that is your potential to be. And I believe for those of you who did pick pile 1, you guys are just at the beginning of realizing your higher self and your higher state, okay? But let's go ahead and take a look at this left card from here, which is my Soul's Journey lesson cards. And we have forgiveness. So guys, the advice your higher self for you, another thing, is to forgive, guys. Forgiveness is acknowledging that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love, and you guys are love. And if you guys are resenting things or have resented things and have harbored them, you're blocking yourself, because you are love, you are divine. And forgiveness is one of the strongest and most difficult things we can do, okay? And not only is forgiveness talking about forgiving others, forgiving life, forgiving the events, forgiving things of the human experience that have traumatized us, that have harmed us, but it is talking also about forgiving yourself and knowing that these human experiences, those pains that you have felt, whatever resentment you cannot let go of, those are not you. Those are not truly you. Remember who you really are, okay? And the thing is, just like a seed needs soil, it needs water, it needs sunshine. Look at that, sunshine. Or we have our sunstone right here above our fertility card, interestingly. Don't forget that. Never lose your center, yourself. So advice for you guys is for you guys to attain a more openness, more creativeness, more activation of your own potential. You guys need to come to forgiveness, okay? You guys need to embody forgiveness. And with this orange color, I'm getting sacral chakra is an energy center that is where we can hold resentment if it has been a while. Because usually resentment can be stored or start storing at our heart chakra. And then for a while, if it's not released, it passes down to our solar plexus, which is our stomach. And then it can go down to our sacral, which I'm getting is where your guys' resentment is at. And then even further on, it goes to our root chakra. So it really affects our feelings of security and foundation. But for you guys, sacral chakra is about emotions, so you guys might not find yourself able to express your feelings or even your sexuality. With fertility here, this could also be about your sexuality or sensuality, not being able to really indulge in pleasures. And also sacral has to do with creativity. So you guys might have some blockages of being creative or feeling like you're not creative enough, that you don't have artistic talents. Who am I to be creative? And those things really have to do with sacral. So guys, practice forgiveness, and this is a daily thing, and trust me, it gets easier and easier. You guys can look up on meditations that have to do with forgiveness, and doing that daily will really help you guys, okay? But yeah, also I'm also getting for some of you is just start painting. When you guys start to do things that are creative, such as painting, music, dancing, I'm getting a lot of things that have to do with expressing your emotions, whatever vehicle, whatever facilitates that will help you forgive. It will kind of put you in a state where you can really allow energies that are in your sacral to come up as you are doing those creative activities. So that is something for you guys to try out for a bit and see if that works for you, okay? And we are going to move on to our Osho Zen Tarot card over here on our far left. And this card is the Five of Pentacles, which is the outsider. So, what your higher self wants to let you know is that, yes, you as a child had experienced some sort of pain, some trauma, whether you remember or not. And for a lot of you, I don't believe you remember initially, consciously. And this affected your ability to really express your feelings, and it really blocked your flow of love, which I keep going back to. This could be that you guys grew up in a household that just wasn't really there for you, and you felt left out in the cold, or you guys just weren't able to really feel secure or safe. I'm really getting, again, with this child wearing blue, and there being a lot of blues here, a lot of indigos and such. I'm really getting that you guys just did not speak up about it. Or it could have been that there just were really harsh communication going on in your early child environment that just really affected your ability to be open about your feelings. Maybe there's just some resentment that has started from that experience that you guys have had, and that is something interesting to look at. And also with the Five of Pentacles, it is an earth energy here, and it does talk about finances. So this could have to do with finances. Maybe you guys feel not able to express yourself, somehow related to not feeling that it's financially secure. And by what I mean by that is that for those of you who do want to be creative, who are conscious of that, maybe you do want to pursue something in the artistic fields, okay? But you feel a lack of security in that. And what I mean is financial security. You feel that you can't support yourself financially with that job. And, the starving artist archetype is it's such a stigma, and of course stereotypes and archetypes, there is kernels of truth in it, but archetypes and stereotypes, they are collective labels that we assign so we can better connect with each other on a more universal level. But when it comes to individual life paths and life lessons, it just doesn't quite apply fully. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And I feel your higher self wants to let you know that, because your higher self is there for you specifically. It's there for you, watching over you, for you, your life, okay? This is, of course, this pick a card reading is a general reading. So yes, take whatever resonates. And it is just like stereotypes general, but you guys have to know that whatever belief that was instilled in you because of whatever childhood experience you have had to do with financial instability or lack of finances is something that you guys need to look upon, because I just feel like it has put you in a box, and I just feel that you guys just have a lot of emotions and a lot of feelings and a lot of desires that you just aren't really unleashing, okay? So enough of that with that card. So let's move on to our next card here, which is going to be our another Oshizan Tarot card, which is the Two of Cups, which is friendliness. So yes, guys, so your higher self wants to give you advice upon your relationships. Now this could be on an intimate level, but it also can be on friendship level. It just has to do with connections. And Two of Cups definitely has to do with our sacral chakra. Intimacy is all about vulnerability, and our sacral chakra being about emotions, our desires, also our sexuality and sensuality. I feel that you guys probably, whatever from, childhood, experience being left out in the cold or just not taken care of, possibly, whatever you couldn't forgive, it has caused some sort of fear or blockages in your relationships, okay? Friendships, partnerships, etc. And an advice for you guys is to forgive your relationships. The past, the present, even the future, practice forgiveness, okay? Practice compassion. And for a lot of you guys, I'm also getting sort of a pattern. I'm just getting with Two of Cups, fertility, and the Five of Pentacles here. You guys might have some agreement or karmic pattern to do with children and partnerships, okay? Now, I don't know if you, my viewers, have children specifically or are thinking about motherhood or anything, but that's just a message for some of you that might resonate. And I'm getting for those of you that do resonate with that message is to, you are going to really learn and heal your sacral chakra by having a child and being a mother. Because being a mother is really going to tap into your sacral chakra, because that is, where you're going to be carrying a child for 9 months, estimatedly. But yeah, you guys are going to have to learn to be nurturing, be sensual, not only with your partner, but with your child. Physically touch them. Maybe that's what that is that as a child, maybe you guys just weren't physically intimate with your parents, with your family, and you just don't know what it is to be touched with love. And you guys just have shied away from that. That could be a possibility for some of you. And for others of you, I am getting that it really simply is about finding your own sensuality through your partnerships, through intimacy, okay? You guys are just going to learn through your partnerships on how to really be intimate, really expressive of your emotions, because with another partner, we can feel vulnerable and open to them. And that is something that your higher self probably agreed upon or has set up for you or is in store for you in the future. All right, so moving on, we're gonna go to our next oracle card here. And we got indecision. So indecision card talks about using your intuition in all aspects of life. Now, guys, intuition is it is like a muscle. And the more we use it and practice it, the more it is easier to use in our life, in all aspects of our life. And your higher self sends messages to you, which you will intuitively pick up. These are signs and messages that your physical senses, which is sight, hearing, taste, smell, and touch, won't really feel, but it will be more from your sixth senses. So clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, claircognizance, even telepathy maybe, even through dreams. So there's just a lot of information, a lot of wisdom your higher self has that could be available to you if you guys really wanted to do that. I just feel like I just share that with you guys. But yeah, so what I am getting is that you guys are probably don't feel certain about some choice you have to make. Okay? And if you guys really want to grow more, not only do you guys have to practice forgiveness, forgiving whatever is from financial, whatever in the childhood experiences in the past that have hurt you, and whatever has hurt you in relationships or intimate connections. But also you guys need to work on using your intuition. And this could also be about partnerships, choosing your partners wisely. Or through partnerships, you guys are going to learn to use your intuition. Realizing that, your initial first impression, gut feeling about that partner was right. Okay? Or you guys are going to learn throughout your partnership just certain things about your messages. Maybe you guys are going to find that you have telepathic connections to your partners even. And that's how you're going to grow your intuition and yourself. Because intuition, really, you can have access to if you are not close to yourself. So the more centered and closer to your being you are, the more you are going to be intuitive, organically, naturally, okay? And our last and final card, look at that. We have silence, which is the moon. And the moon is all about that, all about that intuition, and also all about that indecision, confusion. So you guys are definitely feeling confused, definitely indecisive. I think that's just kind of has been something that you guys have dealt with. It is not who you are, but you guys probably, I'm getting you label yourself as someone who is lost or confused, don't really know yourself, and your higher self wants you to take a break. Take a retreat, take a vacation, or just take some time alone. Take a bath, go meditate, silence your mind, silence yourself, and you guys will get answers. Connect to yourself, and through that, you will connect to your higher self. And you guys might even get visions from your higher self. With silence here, maybe even clairaudience, so you guys might hear messages. But yeah, so definitely, guys, I'm also getting for a lot of you, go by water. Go by water, go meditate by water, or just sit there. Whenever you feel at lost or at odds, when you are dealing with different areas of life, with family and work, or work and partnerships, or partnerships with certain things, because a lot of you this may really pertain to partnerships, as we have the cards laid out here like this. You guys might be a bit confused about relationships and love, and just being how to be intimate with people. So yeah, guys, so that's something you guys, I'm getting, for some of you, are advised to do. So that is all I am getting for my pile number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love to hear your guys' feedback down in the comments below. And if you guys feel so, please like or subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch up with you guys at another time. All right? Take care, guys. All right, hi, my pile 2. This is your guys' reading for your advice, your higher self's advice for your personal spiritual growth. So what does your higher self have to say about you growing as a being through this human experience that you're experiencing, okay? So let me take a moment and lay my cards out for you guys. All right, so let's begin with our first card here, which is the Sacred Geometry Activation Oracle cards. And let's just see what your higher self has to say. All right, so we got Magic, card 31. So the frequency of magic supports our intrinsic ability to grow and expand beyond this moment to move forward possibilities and expressions that are as grand and profound as we can imagine. All that is required is our belief in their manifestation. So immediately, pile 2, you guys have manifestation powers. And we all do, but your higher self really wants me to tell you guys that you guys really do. And you guys really need to own that ability and awaken that power, your magic. And you guys, if you guys don't realize what dreams you guys have been wishing for, have been wanting for, your higher self does. Your higher self knows what you have been desiring, okay? And your higher self is there to co-create with you, okay? Because it is you. Your connection to your higher self is your connection to yourself. And there's nothing so much more intimate than that and closer than that. No relationship will be as close as the one you have with yourself. Okay? So your higher self knows what you've been dreaming of, knows what you really want, and it really wants to let you know at this time you're watching this video that there's just so much possibilities for you that are so much bigger than you as of now are consciously aware of, and that you guys just need to believe that it's capable of happening, that it can be your reality. All right, so let's move on to our second card here, which is my soul's journey lesson cards. And yeah, happiness, guys. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. So guys, your higher self wants to let you know, for your advice for self-growth, is that you guys really, really can manifest your happiness, okay? I don't know if you guys are in some sort of career field that is making you unhappy, or you guys just don't feel content or happy with your current life situation overall. Maybe you guys just want more out of life. Or others of you, maybe you guys have just learned to settle with where you are right now, and have just accepted it, I guess. But if you guys have really accepted it, this wouldn't have been an issue then, really. This wouldn't have come up. So if you guys really have accepted it, you guys would have been content and happy. So that is just something I'm telling for some of you that applies. But for others of you, I am getting that, yes, whatever dreams are that could make you happy, you can manifest it. It is that simple and clear. All it takes is your belief, okay? And interestingly, I just noticed that our stone here, which it either is a preciolite or a green amethyst. Guys, leave me a comment down below. Let me know what kind of stone this is. But it resonates with this color here perfectly. I mean, look at that. They match beautifully together. And green is the heart chakra. So what makes you guys happy? Okay? Maybe you guys need to work on your heart chakra. Okay? Maybe eat more vegetables. Eat more greens. Everyone's doing that celery juice cleanse. You guys don't have to, but I'm just saying, like, maybe that's something you guys are interested in. Or just juicing. I don't know. I'm just giving advice, whatever just comes my way randomly. But yeah, guys. So, I'm getting that for a lot of you, your higher self will let you know is that you are not on your right path currently. And that's why you're not happy, but you guys can manifest this, okay? You guys can manifest your happiness. And it is not so much about working on outer manifestations. It's really an inner work which reflects itself outwards. So it's as within, so without. I hope that makes sense, but we're going to move on to our Osho Zen tarot card here on the far left, and we have rebirth. So your higher self wants to let you know is that with the camel line child here in the picture, which is a concept and theory by, oh my god, I forgot his name. But yeah, guys, just Google camel, lion, and child, and you guys will find a lot of information about that. I believe the book that talks about it is called Zarathustra Speaks. Um, but yeah, that is a book that maybe you guys should be reading upon. And basically, what the book talks about is the camel, the lion, and the child, which are archetypes. Um, of kind of spiritual growth, really, of human evolution throughout our life. And we all begin as the camel, which is kind of accepting the burdens of this world and of what society says you are, labels you are, and whatever it boxes you in. It begins at a very young age, and just as a camel can walk in the desert where it's really dry and hot while carrying, such heavy loads of shipment and things, that is what the camel is. Expectations, heavy expectations that are just weighing down the soul. And once you guys have stepped up from that, then we go on to the lion, which is taking charge of yourself, of your life. Really being empowered in your own being and saying no, able to say no, this is who I am, and knowing who I am. And who are you? That's the child. At your core is the free will. It is your joyful, creative, natural self coming out. But for to do that, you would have to stand up for yourself and realize that no, whatever society, whatever your family, whatever anyone has labeled you as, calling you fat, calling you ugly, your race, your financial status, your social status, whatever you can even put a word on, that is not who you are. You are the joy. You are joy. And you are magical, okay? And you have the free will to do anything you want. You can manifest anything you want, but you need to become a child again, in a sense, okay? You need to come back to your core, which your divine child, which is what it really is, okay? And this transformation, this process is a rebirth, okay? And that is something that your higher self is advising for you to happen, probably is planning for you to happen and foresees it. And the meaning of why it's happening, because it could be painful, could be a bit, a rough process, is for you to be happy. Your higher self, which is you want to be happy. And for you to be happy, you have to go through this growth process, okay? This camel, lion, child process. All right? Okay. So, we're going to move on to our next tarot card here, which is Six of Pentacles, which talks about compromise. So yes, guys, compromise with your higher self to co-create, guys. You guys, there is so much magic that could be done, but not just with yourself. You have to do it with your higher self, with the universe, with source, with spirit, okay? It's a compromise. It's a co-creation. Just like as you see with these two fellows here who are, I don't know, it kind of looks like they're doing their pinky swearing on some agreement. It's just below this magic card here. It's letting me know, it just validates you guys can compromise the life you want, the joy you want. And it's interesting though that these men here are colored green. They have a green tone to them. And happiness is green. Got a green pyrite. So I don't know. Green can mean a lot of things, but right now for your guys' reading, it just means that it's just two people who are on the same page, on the same energy. They both just want to be happy. And you and your higher self definitely want to be happy. That is just very clear. And you guys can make some agreement, or I don't know. I feel like you guys could definitely guys feel that you guys writing is a way for you guys to communicate with your higher self, but it is also a way for you guys, I feel, to sort of make pacts and agreements with your higher self, with the universe, with source, with spirit. I feel that you guys should have some journal and make it official. You know, don't just feel like it's a journal where you just vent out, which it could be if you guys do want that. But specifically, what I'm getting is that you guys can kind of sign a contract with your higher self, listing out things that you guys really want, okay, what you think you guys desire, and see if that matches up with what your higher self has planned for you. Because being happy also is about, as it says, being on the right path. So what you agreed upon before you were born, okay, before you're born, you were your higher self. So you agreed upon a certain life path, a certain game plan, even though it is loose, because as I said, you do have free will to make your own choices. But if it is not aligned with your destiny, with whatever purpose you incarnated or reincarnated to fulfill, then you are not going to feel happy. You're not going to feel aligned, okay? So this is letting me know for advice for you guys to grow more spiritually on a personal, deep level, is to align yourself with whatever your higher self has set out for you guys. And all I know is that one thing is happiness, okay? Is to be happy in your joy. Okay, so let's gonna move on to our next oracle card here, and we got perseverance. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So perseverance is, I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. So what I say, guys, you guys have the ability to make anything happen, make magic happen at the tip of your fingers or the tip of your pinkies. You guys can do it, but not alone, remember. You guys need to do it with spirit, with your higher self, and align yourself with that life path. And so letting you guys know, I'm going to do another video sometime in the future about whatever life path you have agreed upon before incarnating. But I really want to let you guys know that you know, whatever your game plan was, whatever pre-life agreement you made, that is a very personal thing. And of course, these readings are very general, so it's not going to be so perfectly detailed about what it is your purpose is, whatever your life path is. But I was letting you guys know because it may give you a kind of a clue, whatever resonates with that video that I am planning to upload sometime in the future, okay? But moving on to our last card here is Two of Swords, so which is schizophrenia. Now, this is not saying you guys are schizophrenic, okay? That may apply to some of you. But what this card is talking about is being mentally conflicted with two sides, two decisions, or just mentally drained and strained, just as this person here is strained between two sides of themselves. And interestingly, we have two lands here. This person is trying to balance with their body. And we have two people here who are agreeing with the coming together and compromising. So I feel that with perseverance here being what connects these two cards, I feel that setting your mind and knowing you can set in your mind is something that you guys will help give you that, how should I say this? Peace of mind, I guess, or able to make a decision. Because your higher self advises you that you can do whatever you want, but you have to believe in it, okay? And you guys are going back and forth with whatever you guys want to do, or not knowing what you want to do, and you guys are feeling conflicted about it. So I'm really getting that, I'm really getting pulled to all these purples here and these greens. So definitely crown chakra and heart chakra are energy centers you guys need to work on. So you guys need to work on your connection to the divine, to source, which is above your head. Okay, so definitely meditation. Or you guys can grab an amethyst stone to meditate with or sleep with, and establish that connection with your higher self, with love, divine, and also work on that heart chakra. Okay? Which is your love and joy. And I feel that things will start aligning, okay? Because you guys are conflicted as of now with what to do. But once you align yourself with the divine source and believing in yourself and co-creating, you will start to see magic happen. Will become happier because you will be more aligned with your life path, with your purpose. And you guys will find this human experience, your life, to be magical. You guys probably will see synchronicities or just funny coincidences or quirks that your higher self and you will kind of have inside jokes about. And you just will feel spoiled by them, the divine, your higher self. All right, so that is all I have for you, my group 2. I hope this reading resonated with you guys. I love to hear guys' comments down below, your input, and if you guys feel so, please like and subscribe to my channel. And you guys might see that life path reading in the future, so that's always good to keep in mind. And I wish you guys the best and take care. All right. Hi, my group 3. This is your reading for what advice your higher self has for you pertaining your own self-spiritual growth. Okay. And you guys have chose a smoky course here, which is all about grounding. It resonates with our root chakra, which is at our perineum, which is where it lies between our genitals and our anal canal, okay? So that is just something to note. And let's go ahead and lay out your cards, okay? All right, pile 3. So this is your spread, and we're going to begin with your first card here up on top, which is my sacred geometry activation card. And let's see what advice your higher self has for you for your personal or spiritual truth or growth. Interesting, I said truth. Interesting. Okay, so we got card 9, which is allowance. So the card says the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Beautiful. I love that. So yeah, guys, it's about accepting this human experience, basically, is what your higher self wants me to tell you. It wants to tell you that whatever comes your way, work on just being open to it. And you guys, it is so normal for everyone to judge our experiences and have our own opinions, and to just resist it, really. Resist whatever's happening and kind of be in denial, even, maybe, really, about what's happening around us, what is happening to us. But your higher self is wanting you to be more open and allow life to happen. Because if you close yourself off to life, which some of you may have been doing, you are really putting out a lot of blessings that life has to offer. And it is such a stigma that life is just painful and dreary, which is a truth, but every truth is a half truth, because the other half of that truth is that life can be fun. It can be amazing. And the universe wants to let you know is that you guys reincarnated to experience this earth life, this human life, for a very divine and special reason. And you guys are missing out on this if you guys are not open to it. All right? So let's move on to our next oracle card, which is my soul's journey oracle card here. And we have, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Now, your higher self, pile 3, wants to let you guys know is to work on empathy. And empathy relates to our heart chakra, which is a green color shown on our allowance card here. And the card interestingly says, it is about being open to seeing both sides of a situation. And I just talked about your higher self letting you know to be open to life and whatever comes your way, right? And maybe that is what the situation is. So as every truth is a half truth, right? There are two truths, two halves, two sides of your life, two sides of this human experience that you can see it as. And your higher self is letting you know is to be open to seeing both sides. So one way for you guys to allow and be open to this human experience, your life, is for you to have more empathy and to realize that it is not just one side, to realize that you are seeing one side of the situation currently, but there is a whole other side that you are missing out on, like I said. Okay? Empathy is being open to both. Okay? The duality of it. All right? So we're going to move on to our Osho Zen Tarot card here, which is on the far left. And we have Intensity, which I believe is the Knight of Wands. Interesting. So pile 3, you guys could be a fire sign, okay? which is the signs of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And this could be in your rising, your sun, or your moon. And why I'm saying this is because fire signs all have to do with action, passion, and also can be impulsive, also can be brash, also could be way too honest, but also could be very confident, charismatic, and yeah. And also, fire signs are all about themselves, as we generally are known. It can be a very selfish or self-centered sign, because fire is bright. It is like the sun, which is the center of our universe. So if that resonates with you, if that applies to you, you guys can take it or leave it, but that is what I'm getting from this card. And what I'm getting, another thing I'm getting is that fire signs have a hard time being empathetic, okay? Being open, really, to life happening, okay? So you guys tend to react very quickly to whatever is happening around you or to you, okay? That is what your higher self is wanting me to tell you, whether or not you're a fire sign or not. You react possibly angrily, or very feisty, or very self-centeredly to whatever comes your way, okay? And your higher self really wants you to take a step back, take a breather, okay? And work on allowing it to just happen. Sometimes you just have to let life happen to you, okay? You have to allow and accept that without judgment, without the fear, without the resistance, okay? Because you guys, with this fire energy, you guys seem to be very intense, okay? You guys have a lot of energy, it seems, and it could be explosive. And I think you guys just need to practice meditation, really. That would be great for you, my pile 3. And just being more open, okay? Being more open and realizing that you are just seeing one side of the situation at hand, and that you probably, it would be in your best favor to see both. Okay, so let's move on to our next tarot card here, which is, the Master, which I believe is, hold on one second. I'm still new to this tarot card, this tarot deck. Oh, the Master doesn't even resonate with any of the tarot original Rider-Waite tarot cards. It's its own card. So interesting. So yeah, guys. So with the Master card here, I'm really getting is to master yourselves. Okay? And the saying that is coming to mind is, your life is 1% of what happens to you and 99% of how you react to it. Okay? And really integrating that and instilling that into yourself, I feel you guys can become masters of your lives when you guys really work on how you react to whatever situation that is happening around you, and being more open to it and having more empathy for whoever or whatever it is. You guys can be more masterful in your life, and you are called upon to be more in tune and mastered of your own emotions and reactions. I'm getting, because I'm getting, once you guys do, I mean, you guys are really going to, I mean, this is really is the growth right there. That really is a master of yourselves. And I'm getting, for a lot of you, you guys can become gurus even. once you guys have really mastered this concept of allowance here, and empathy, and openness to life. I think you guys can really share that knowledge and experiences with others, and how you internally process the human experiences, and how to really take actions and steps. Okay, so next oracle card here we got is, oh, surrender. Yes, guys, surrender. What did I say? So surrender is all about releasing your need for control. And if I did not mention a thing about fire signs, over here is control. So fire signs love to have control over not only themselves, but with outside of their lives. Because fire signs tend to love or emanate power, intensity. But your higher self is indicating for you to release your need to control and to be open and allow some things to just happen. Allow life to happen, guys, okay? Because with empathy and surrender, I mean, this is like, sorry if you guys don't resonate with Christianity, but this is really giving me Jesus teachings. I feel like Jesus really taught empathy and surrendering. Also, Buddha also talked about being able to just surrender, and surrender to divine, to life, allowing it. And these are just, I mean, they are ascended masters here. And you guys could possibly be an ascended master after you guys, I'm getting that maybe after you guys leave this life, you guys might decide to not reincarnate back again. Or you guys could reincarnate back as an ascended master. And for others of you guys, before you were born, you guys made that pre-life agreement to really grow to become an ascended master in this life and bring about your teachings and wisdom to others. But you had to go through the process of relinquishing your need for control, okay? So it seems like you guys, there's a lot of things, a lot of power control or power tripping that's going on in your life. It seems I'm getting for a lot of you. That is really lessons for you guys to master this, okay? And last but not least, we have our last card, which is beautiful. The Fool. One of my favorite major arcana cards here. And so, guys, what your higher self wants to advise you is, like the Fool, be open to new experiences, new possibilities, okay? Once you guys do this, once you guys are open to seeing both side situations, releasing your need for control, mastering it, allowing life to happen without judgment, opinion, fear, resistance, you guys, I feel, are just going to be in this full energy. And it's so interesting that the surrender card is flanked by these two cards, the Master and the Fool, because these two cards are very polar. They're very opposite in a sense. But really, I'm getting the Fool is really a wise fool. It really is one of the greatest teachers and masters. Just like when you become a parent, your kids just teach you so much. I'm getting that you guys yourself are gonna have both that childlike essence about you, but also that, ascended master essence about you too. I'm just really getting this two energies that are gonna really be growing within you. And these are just a lot of these, these are just potentials, energies that are within you that really could come about. And I don't know, just this freedom and free free living, really. And the Fool also I'm getting for pile 3 is that the Fool is almost like a gypsy, and they just kind of go through life. They flow through life. So if you guys are interested in the Tao, or the Tao, I don't know how to pronounce it correctly, but talks about the flow, which is allowing life to happen and going with it. And the Fool is a wonderful archetype to meditate on and to really emanate. Okay, so that was my reading for you guys, group 3. I hope this reading resonated with you guys. I love to hear your guys' feedback, so if you guys feel so, comment down below. And you guys can also like this video and subscribe to my channel. I definitely appreciate that. And I will catch up with you guys in my next video, okay? Take care and be well. All right, my group 4, how are you guys doing? This is your guys' reading for your higher self's advice on your spiritual personal growth. So what does your higher self have to say for you to grow more as your own being, okay? So you guys chose the 2 light, which is a heart chakra stone. And interestingly, this comes from Norway. And I think it's rather uncommon in crystal stores I have found, but it is very, very beautiful, potent stone, and emanates energy of love. And it almost feels immediately very burning sensations in the heart area, or cool, okay? But let's get on with your reading, and I'm gonna go ahead and lay your cards out over here. All right, so we have our cards laid out, and we are gonna start with our sacred geometry activation cards up here on top and see what advice your higher self has for you on your personal spiritual growth. Ooh, throat chakra, number 5. One of my favorite, not only cards, but chakras, because I am definitely using this in my video right now. So the throat chakra is the frequency, the frequency of the throat chakra, which is the blue flower of life, supports our self-expression and our sense of peace and balance. So, my last but not least, pile 4. Your higher self wants to let you know is to work on your throat chakra. And the throat chakra has to do with not only our communication skills and expressing ourselves, our feelings and emotions and thoughts, but also has to do with peace and balance, because blue is a very calming color, and throat chakra also has to do with water. And did you guys know that water is probably the best stress reducer? So if you guys are stressing a lot, which I have an inkling that you guys are, because many of us are stressed out, because this human experience can be very stressful. But yes, you guys should drink more water, and that will help your guys' stress levels, okay? And you guys, peace and balance is something that your higher self is advising for you to, or seeing that you guys want to attain. And it also could be that you guys just want to communicate, okay? Communicate your feelings. Or your higher self just wants you to talk more, advises you to talk more, okay? But generally, I'm seeing for you guys is that throat chakra there could be a blockage there, and water is one great way to do that. There's also crystals, like aqua aura, which looks like this. Also one of my favorite stones. Sorry about the coughing. Yeah, I'm gonna place that aqua aura on my throat. Maybe it'll help this out, but yeah, but guys, definitely throat chakra is something that needs to be healed, okay? Okay, so moving on to our next card here, which is my Soul's Journey Lessons card. So yeah, guys, we have worry. So it says, I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. So like I said, guys, water helps stress. And throat chakra has to do with our sense of peace and balance. And I'm seeing that you guys have been worrying about some outcome or feeling that, wondering about how you can change it or what to do, maybe even feeling helpless in the situation or just in life. You guys have been feeling helpless and constantly on edge. And I'm getting from a higher self is that you guys are really learning how to work on your anxiety. Because anxiety is something that I feel you guys have lived with. And for a lot of you, that could be actually a disorder. You guys could be diagnosed with anxiety disorder. And some of you may even take medication for it, depending how severe it is. But this is something that you guys have been dealing with for a while now, I'm getting, for a lot of you. And your advice is to really come back to yourself and realize that the only constant in this human experience is change, okay? We can't change really. I mean, that's just, that's oxymoron. I don't know if that's the right word for that, but, and really worrying doesn't change anything. I think it's not telling you, your higher self is telling you not to worry about it, but to realize that you are not your worries. You are not your anxieties. These are things of fears, of ego. Because really anxiety has to do with fears. And I think you guys are really called upon, if you guys really do want to grow, is your higher self is advising you to really work on your fears, is what I'm getting. And part of that is learning that worrying, it doesn't change an outcome. You can't change it. You can't change the past by worrying about it. We can't change the future by worrying about it. Okay? So I think you guys need to understand the distinction between fears and absolutes or reality, okay? But let's go further on to this reading with our next card here, which is our Osho Zen Tarot. And we have Breakthrough, which is card 11. I forgot which tarot card this is, so give me a moment as I look this up. So guys, the Breakthrough card is the Tower card, as I just found out. And not the Tower card, my bad. It's about justice. Okay, but interestingly, it has been called Breakthrough. So what I'm getting is that you guys are called upon to break through whatever fears have been blocking you. And this could be why your throat chakra is blocked. I'm getting for a lot of you, you guys talk excessively to others about your issues, about your anxieties, your fears. And that is just an overactive throat chakra coming about, which is not as good as an underactive throat chakra, neither or. But what I'm getting is that you guys are called upon to work on those fears and have this breakthrough, okay? Just as you can see this this guy breaking through what looks like whatever has been blocking him into fragments. He feels a sense of achievement and empowerment, and he's glowing. His true essence, his light, his spirit is glowing. But to be able to do that is to come back to your center, okay? And then you guys will be able to really gain control over these worries. Because really, guys, I'm getting the feeling once you get a hold of your fears and work on that, whether that's through shadow work, and shadow work, if you guys aren't familiar with it, is just it really is a reflection process, which can be done with meditation into your unconscious. So whatever you have replaced, I'm not replaced, could be replaced or repressed and rejected consciously, it's kind of like that trash can that just sits there, but you think that it's not there, but it's just there. And fears and worries, anxieties are some things that can be stored there and tossed down there. So whatever it seems unconsciously you have thrown in there, it seems like you're called upon to really dive in with a brave heart, brave soul, and guys, call upon your spirit guides, your higher self, ancestors, angels, even extended masters to help you with this if you need to, and really defeat your fears, really conquer them. Okay? And then you guys will realize you guys are just worrying too much. You guys will realize that your worries, you have control over your life, yourself. Your worries aren't controlling you, okay? So, moving on to our next tarot card here. We got Beyond Illusion, which is Judgment. Okay, guys, so we got two major arcanas for my group 4. This is major. And interestingly, as Beyond Illusion card here is above throat chakra, both of these are blue. So definitely with this card is talking about truth, which is another thing that the throat chakra connects with, is our inner truth. And I'm definitely getting that you guys have to really work on your inner truth and realize that truth is something that is not played in your head. It is not your anxieties. It is not your worries or fears. Fear is an illusion, and you're asked to go beyond the illusion. Okay? Beyond your fears, beyond your thoughts, that's where truth lies. So making that distinction between your fears and the truth of the matter is something that is going to immensely catapult and be the catalyst for your growth, really. And when Judgment here, this is like an awakening. This is a calling. This is a major calling from your higher self. And just as I see with this butterfly here, butterflies also symbolizing transformation. This is going to be a very transformative process for you if you guys take upon yourself. And for a lot of you, this is happening because you definitely have agreed upon it before you're born in your pre-life agreement, or your higher self has planned this out for you in the future, or you guys are going through this as of now. Okay, so pile 4, you guys are working on your inner truth, tied in with your fears and worries and your throat chakra of peace and balance. Okay, and let's move on to our next oracle card here, and we got doubt. So yes, so worry and doubt are something that you guys are working through, and these are emanations and things that come out of our fears. Okay, and interestingly, doubt is something that I feel. In doubt here, it says, I release the need to know all the answers. And this goes so well with the worry card here, which is I'm learning to worry that I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. Because so you guys are learning to release the need to know all the answers, right? Which you guys are worrying about. So whatever outcome you guys are worrying about, whatever situation, whatever thing of life you guys are going through, of this human experience, you guys are learning to release the need to know the answer or the outcome of it, and learning that worrying about it is not going to change anything, okay? And the only thing that really can know is knowing, is truth, which is at your center, okay? And distinguishing that within yourself is going to allow you guys to go beyond illusion. I'm getting you guys are going to be very clairvoyant. I'm getting you guys could actually become very clairaudient, which is hearing messages and things. Could even be music in your head. I'm also getting for you guys that you guys could have an issue of hearing other people's opinions, other people's thoughts. I'm getting in your head. And you guys could possibly not even be conscious of this, but you guys could be replaying old conversations in the past, old arguments, old just old things that are probably negative in connotation or in tone that you guys are replaying, and you guys are called upon to really go beyond that. And because it's something that your ego has attached itself to it, and you guys can break through it, okay? You guys really can. And this will all lead to your sense of balance and peace, okay? And there will be no need to doubt, because you will just know when you know, and you guys will just let the truth come to you. Let the truth be you, okay? So, last but not least, we have our last tarot card here. Beautiful. We got, which I believe is the King of Cups, which is healing. I love this card. So we have so many blues here, which makes completely sense because, as we said, as our overall energy card here, it's throat chakra. We have blue, which is cups. Blue is cups, which is water, which is another validation for you guys to drink more water to help with stress. But King of Cups has to do with emotional stability and really knowing your emotional nature, your emotional needs. He is the master of things of emotion, of things of a conscious, and that has to do with fears too. And throughout that process, the King of Cups, he was a Page of Cups before, but he grew to be the King of Cups. So what I'm getting from your higher self pile 4 is that with self-growth, with throughout this whole process I just explained, you guys potentially could become the King of Cups and emanating this emotional healing energy. Since you guys have mastered your fears, your worries, your doubts, have seen beyond the illusion, the lies of those, and really have broken through that, you guys are able to really heal yourself and extend that out to others with so much empathy and so much compassion. And you guys probably could really be great at Reiki, which I'm seeing here with the hands, but I'm also getting that you guys could be needing to heal energies of your mind and what seems like your lower chakras. So it could be sacral, and it could be root and solar plexus, because that is the belly button right over there. So yes, guys, so healing with water could be great for you, or with your hands. I'm also getting for pile 4, you guys would really benefit from lavender soaked baths. So what you do is take lavender essential oil and you put in Epsom salt first, mix it around, and then you run your hot bath and you dump the Epsom salt in and let it soak. And let yourself, your body, soak in the water for 30 minutes or so. and you guys will feel all the worries and doubts just melt away. Not perfectly, but it definitely will help. So that is something you guys could try. And yeah, that is all I'm getting for you guys, my group 4. I hope this reading resonated with you. I'd love to hear guys' feedback. And if you guys would love to comment down below, that'd be great. And if you guys would love to, I'd love for you guys to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And I'll catch up with you guys for the next video, okay? Take care, guys.